Round 1. Fight!
Hey guys, welcome back to another Because I'm Batman Films Top 10. Today's subject, boss battles. Now take this at face value because there's so much I had to leave out here. It's terrible. Just terrible. Number 10, Magalore. There's something so satisfying about playing a Kirby game. They're all so fun and cheerful. Dear Lord, what is that? Well, that demon lord of darkness goes by the name of Magalore. You meet him in the beginning of the game when he asks you to fix your ship for him. As a thank you gift, he gives you a ride to his home planet, which is actually a post-apocalyptic demon world ruled by a 5-headed dragon queen. So you beat the dragon queen and the credits roll, right? Right? Nope. The game pulls a bayonet on you. Turns out Magalore is evil, and it's up to you and Kirby to defeat him. Aw, yeah! Number 9, Cerberus. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest of Kingdom Hearts fans. That said, I can really respect this game. It has the balls to mix Mickey freaking Mouse with Final freaking Fantasy. I mean, who comes up with this crap? You know what I do love? The Cerberus boss battle. This battle sets a really good theme for the rest of the game. The first world and a half or so was mostly just getting used to the game, but when you get to the Cerberus boss battle, it gets hard. It's here that the game really starts going, with balls to the walls difficulty. Also, I suck at this game, so deal with my opinions. Number 8, Ulysses. Fallout is a very interesting kind of game. It doesn't have bosses in the traditional sense of the word. A lot of the harder levels are dealing with strong monsters or a large wave of lesser beings. But we can see a boss of sorts with the DLC character from Lonesome Road. In this DLC we meet Ulysses, a character with a strange background and an even stranger grudge against you, the main character. For some reason he wants to take out this grudge on the entire Mojave Wasteland by rigging up some nuclear missiles to go blow up Caesar Legion and the NCR. Long story short, to avoid spoiling this wonderful storyline that unfolds, when you get to him, it comes down to a fight to the death. Or not. If you're high enough level, you can actually convince him not to explode everything, and you get his help defending off an army of marked men. Either way, it's really cool. Number 7, Mike Tyson. People who know me in real life are well aware of my lack of athletic skill or motivation to get any. But there is one sports game that gets me super excited, and that is Mike Tyson's Punch-Out! While being a crucial point in my giant web of video game crossovers, it also has one of the best and hardest bosses of all time, Mike Tyson. The whole game itself is incredibly hard. I mean, I couldn't even get to the Tyson fight without looking up the passwords. Even then, I've never beat him. While I'll probably never be able to beat Iron Mike, this battle will always live on in my heart. Number 6, Andross. Star Fox 64 is hands down my favorite flying in space and shooting things game. Is that a thing? I mean, can I call it that? You know what? Screw it. I love this game and so do you. Final battle with Andross was one of the most stressful points in the game for me. Even though I hadn't done all the secret objectives to get the real final boss. But you know what? Screw it. I had fun with it. Number 5, the Elite 4. I couldn't not make a list of boss battles while including these guys. If you don't know, Pokemon is my hands down all-time favorite game series. And the Elite 4 are just the pinnacle of the experience. Every time I play a Pokemon game, I'll get to the Elite 4 and I can feel it. Feel the tension. My whole journey's led up to this moment. There's 4 fights against 4 professional Pokemon trainers who have countless years of experience. Against me, a 10-year-old kid who left his home just a few weeks before. And it's 100% epic. Number 4, Bowser. I had to sift through all the Bowser boss fights to come up with this one. and I couldn't give it to anything but Bowser from Mario 64. Now, I may be guilty of being a little nostalgia blind here. I mean, it was the first Mario game I ever owned on the first console I ever owned. I mean, you think it's going to be on the list? I remember being super nervous the first time I got to battle Bowser at the beginning of the game. So imagine that feeling multiplied by 1,000,000,000 with the final battle. And you know what? I love it. The entire experience has been leading up to this. At the end of each area of the castle, you'd be greeted with another Bowser boss fight. And each one would be more difficult or more dangerous than the last. And it all accumulates to the final battle. Number 3. Clockwork. Growing up, I was a pretty big Nintendo kid. I mean, that's probably the reason I'm still such a hardcore fanboy today. So when I got a PS2 and the Sly Cooper games, I didn't have the highest of expectations. And I gotta say, I was pleasantly surprised. So surprised, in fact, that Sly Cooper is one of my all-time favorite game series, and all that greatness can come down to the final boss battle in the first game. Nothing, and I mean nothing, could have prepared me for this battle with a giant immortal robot owl that wants to destroy your entire lineage. Number 2. Deathstroke. Okay. Just calm down a minute, please. Yes, I put a boss from a Batman game on my list and at a very high spot, but has nothing to do with my love for Batman and this character. Okay, maybe a little bit. But you can't look me in the eye and tell me that this battle isn't amazing. I know Arkham Origins isn't going to be a fan favorite, but it was actually the first one of the series I ever played, and it was amazing. When I got to that Deathstroke boss battle, tension was really high. I can't even tell you the number of times I lost to him. It's a kind of well-made battle though, where if you screw up, it could lead to your death, but screwing up felt like your fault. No one wants to die because the game itself is broken. They want to feel like it was their issue, and that's what this battle does. I could go into way more depth, but this is already going to be the longest section of the list, so I'll stop here and we'll move on to the number 1 slot. Number 1. There's no game quite like Super Smash Bros. If you're like me, then as a kid who didn't have a whole lot of cash to, go out and buy every game he wanted, this was the first place you saw a lot of iconic characters. Samus, Link, Kirby, Captain Falcon. That's about it. And this game had one amazing boss. Master Hand. I know what you're thinking. How does a hand boss battle? I don't know. But I do know that Master Hand is the best boss of all time because he has characterization. How do you give character to a hand that you battle after you fight a lot of random video game characters with seemingly no context, with an amazing storyline? Now, I know Matsuhiro Sakurai himself isn't a huge fan of Brawl, but I love Brawl. So you know what, Sakurai? You make amazing games. Keep doing what you do. But I want to see more like Brawl. What I love about Brawl is that before, there was no context to these battles, just fighting. But then Brawl gave it a purpose. One of my favorite video game scenes of all time, and I kid you not, is a scene from Brawl when Master Hand attacks Taboo. Now, there are a billion fan theories out there about what the heck Taboo is and all the storyline of Smash Bros. In general. And it's these theories that really give voice to the character. And that is why I love Master Hand. Because at the end of the day, he's a hand that we've all imposed a little bit of storyline onto. A little bit of ourselves. A little bit of way too much philosophy. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode. Hey guys, thanks for watching my video. If you want to check out more from me, you can click right about here for the last top 10 I did, or top 7. There's top 7 differences between Marvel and DC. Or you can click over here to see my Minecraft series I have going with BeetleFan64 and a couple other of our friends. Also, you can click right here to subscribe.